In this video, we're going to look at how 17 different TVs compare when it comes to contrast. Let's get to it. The human eye can detect an observable change in contrast ratio of about an increase or decrease of 300 to 1. The numbers in this video definitely account for local dimming and dynamic contrast because, well, if you bought a TV that has local dimming or dynamic contrast, why the hell would you not use it? I've taken the dynamic and the static ANSI contrast numbers and taken an average and rounded up or down to the nearest 100th to keep this simple. Just a note, certain Samsung TVs act like emissive displays and the local dimming cannot be disabled. And that makes it really hard to calibrate. In fact, you almost have to calibrate them like an OLED TV. Whereas with Sony TVs, local dimming can be disabled. To keep things simple, I have rounded each TV's average contrast ratio from every data point that I could find up to or down to the nearest 100th. Okay, I've created 5 groups of TVs based on their contrast range. If you have a TV or you're considering a TV in, say, Group 1, it would make more sense for you to look at TVs in Group 2, 3, or 4 if you're looking for a TV with better contrast ratio. And this is only taking into consideration contrast ratio. Let's take a look at an example upgrade path. If you had the Sony X850E, you might want to hop up to the Samsung MU8000, well, because it's the same price, and you get 1500 to 1 better contrast ratio. Here's how some of these TVs in this contrast comparison stack up to the TVs from last week's HDR comparison. The further to the right you go, the better the TV. Take note that the Sony X940E is the only TV that took a top 3 spot in both HDR performance and contrast performance. Okay, that's it. I just wanted to get these numbers out to you guys as quickly as possible. In the next video, we're going to talk about which TVs are the most future-proof from an HDR content creator's perspective. Leave a comment below. Let's talk about it. Oh, and if you didn't know, we're just a bunch of gearheads around here. If you want to join the family, hit that subscribe button. Jump into the comments, because it's a lively conversation around here. Let me tell ya.